What did Joe Biden just do that has everyone talking? In a move that has sent shockwaves through the political landscape, President Joe Biden announced his decision to drop out of the 2024 presidential race.
So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. It's the best way to unite our nation.
The announcement came unexpectedly, leaving many to question what prompted this drastic change of course. President Joe Biden's decision to step down from his re-election campaign is a pivotal moment in American politics. For weeks, Biden had been resolute in his intention to run for a second term, despite mounting pressure from within his party. Key Democratic lawmakers and donors had been urging him to reconsider, citing concerns about his electability and the future of the Democratic Party. On a fateful Saturday, Biden's stance shifted dramatically. Following a long and candid discussion with his closest aides, Steve Ricchetti and Mike Donnellan, Biden decided to end his campaign. Both Ricchetti and Donnellan had been instrumental in Biden's past political decisions, and their presentation of new, damning data proved to be the turning point. This data included concerning feedback from Democratic lawmakers, updates on a dwindling fundraising operation, and internal campaign polls indicating a bleak path to victory in November. The backdrop to Biden's decision involves several key factors. His campaign had been struggling, particularly after a poor debate performance that raised questions about his age and stamina. This debate performance was a catalyst for a series of events that ultimately led to his withdrawal. Despite efforts to rebound through energetic rallies and media appearances, the narrative had shifted unfavorably. Additionally, high-profile Democrats such as former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer had been applying pressure behind the scenes. They conveyed the urgency of the situation, emphasizing that Biden's continued candidacy could jeopardize the party's chances in the upcoming election. Pelosi's public statements and private conversations underscored the gravity of the moment, signaling to the party that decisive action was needed. Biden's decision also came in the context of a dramatic incident involving former President Donald Trump, who narrowly escaped an assassination attempt. This event, coupled with Trump's fiery rhetoric and the ensuing media frenzy, further complicated Biden's campaign efforts. In his letter dated July 21, 2024, President Joe Biden expressed immense pride in the progress made during his tenure, highlighting key achievements such as rebuilding the nation's infrastructure, reducing prescription drug costs, expanding affordable healthcare, and passing significant climate legislation. Biden underscored his administration's accomplishments. He noted America's strengthened economy and revitalized global alliances, crediting these successes to the collective efforts of the American people. Despite these accomplishments, Biden acknowledged the challenges faced during his presidency, including the COVID-19 pandemic and economic crises. He emphasized that these hurdles were overcome with the support of the American people, showcasing the resilience and unity of the nation. In a surprising turn, Biden revealed that after much deliberation, he believes it is in the best interest of his party and the country for him to step down and not seek re-election. This decision, he stated, allows him to focus solely on his duties as president for the remainder of his term. Biden expressed deep gratitude to Vice President Kamala Harris, his administration, and the American people for their unwavering support and trust. The immediate effects of Biden's announcement are profound. Social media went crazy, with platforms buzzing as millions of users reacted to the news. When the President of the United States decides to pull a surprise move out of his locker, it is no surprise that over 20 million people saw it within the first 30 minutes on his personal account on X. Right now, the Democratic Party must rally around a new candidate while maintaining the momentum of Biden's policies and achievements. With Biden endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris as the right candidate for the Democrats, maybe, just maybe, this isn't bad after all. This transition period will be critical as the party prepares for the 2024 election, aiming to present a united front against the Republican nominee. However, Biden's decision to withdraw from the race carries significant implications for the future of American politics. Firstly, it marks the end of an era, as Biden has been a central figure in the Democratic Party for decades. His departure creates a power vacuum that the party must address swiftly to ensure stability and continuity in its leadership. The most immediate impact is on Vice President Kamala Harris, who is now poised to take on a more prominent role in the upcoming election. Harris's candidacy will be scrutinized intensely, and she will need to demonstrate her ability to carry forward the successes of the Biden administration while addressing the nation's evolving challenges. Her policy positions, leadership style, and ability to unite the party will be under the spotlight as she seeks to secure the Democratic nomination. Moreover, Biden's exit may embolden other political candidates within the Democratic Party to step forward. Figures such as California Governor Gavin Newsom, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, and Senator Elizabeth Warren may see this as an opportunity to present their visions for the future. From a broader perspective, Biden's decision underscores the importance of adaptability and responsiveness in political leadership. By choosing to step down, he has demonstrated a willingness to prioritize the party's and the nation's needs over personal ambition. This move could set a precedent for future leaders, highlighting the value of selflessness and strategic decision-making in the face of shifting political landscapes. For the Republican Party, Biden's withdrawal presents both opportunities and challenges. While it removes a familiar opponent from the race, it also introduces uncertainty as they prepare to face a potentially dynamic and energized Democratic candidate. The GOP will need to adjust its strategies and messaging to address this new reality, focusing on contrasting its vision with that of the emerging Democratic leadership. Joe Biden's announcement to step down from the 2024 presidential race has sparked a wave of reactions from political leaders and the public. Reflecting on Biden's legacy, former President Barack Obama stated, "Joe Biden has been one of America's most consequential presidents, as well as a dear friend and partner to me. Today, we've also been reminded, again, that he's a patriot of the highest order." Former President Donald Trump, in a phone conversation with CBS News' Robert Costa, remarked that Biden's announcement was a shock to the country. Trump suggested that Biden was pressured out of the race and commented, "He shouldn't have been our president." Trump also speculated on Vice President Kamala Harris's potential candidacy, saying, "I think she is no better than him. She could be far less competent," which is hard to believe. "The polls seem to think I do better against her than I do against him." Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, the Republican nominee for vice president, criticized both Biden and Harris, stating, "Joe Biden has been the worst president in my lifetime, and Kamala Harris has been right there with him every step of the way." Over the last 4 years, she co-signed Biden's open border and green scam policies that drove up the cost of housing and groceries. She owns all of these failures, and she lied for nearly 4 years about Biden's mental capacity, saddling the nation with a president who can't do the job. President Trump and I are ready to save America. Whoever's at the top of the Democratic ticket, bring it on. House Speaker Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana described Biden's announcement as an unprecedented juncture in American history and argued that it invalidated the votes of millions of Americans who had selected Biden as the Democratic nominee. Johnson further criticized Harris, asserting the party's prospects are no better now with Vice President Kamala Harris, who co-owns the disastrous policy failures of the Biden administration. He also called for Biden's immediate resignation, stating, "If Joe Biden is not fit to run for president, he is not fit to serve as president." World leaders have also shared their reactions. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky praised Biden's tough but strong decision and expressed gratitude for his unwavering support amid the ongoing conflict in Russia. Israeli President Isaac Herzog thanked Biden for his friendship and steadfast support for the Israeli people over his decades-long career. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau hailed Biden as a great man whose actions were guided by his love for his country. Former Congressman Joe Walsh praised Biden's decision, stating, "Joe Biden just did something that Donald Trump is humanly incapable of doing. He put his country first." As expected, the United States is deeply divided over Joe Biden's decision to withdraw from the 2024 presidential race. Social media has erupted with reactions, and it seems everyone has become a political strategist overnight. Some are unsurprised by Biden's move, believing it was inevitable, while others view Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democrats' best hope for victory. Interestingly, pop culture references like The Simpsons' prediction of the first female black president have fueled the conversation about Harris potentially filling this role. Biden's action has had a profound impact, shifting the political landscape and prompting the Democratic Party to rally around a new candidate, while striving to maintain the momentum of Biden's policies and achievements. This transition period is crucial as the party prepares for the upcoming election, aiming to present a united front against the Republican nominee. We encourage you to share your thoughts on Joe Biden's decision in the comments section below. Do you think Kamala Harris is the right choice to lead the Democrats to victory? Don't forget to subscribe for more political news updates.